Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my new video. It's Hypno here. I really hope you enjoy, and as you guys know, in yesterday's video I pushed to top 2 in the world, and yeah, I haven't showed you guys all of my games which got me there, even though they have been complete insanity. So in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys the rest of my live games which got me there, so I really hope you enjoy, and let's get into the video. We in the next game right here against So Tired, and So Tired has actually been the best 2.6 player in the game recently. Other 2.6 players, like for example Oyasu, don't even come close to him. He has been performing the best by far, and he's not back to lock yet, so I can just go Wallbreaker Spit to force out the cannon. I'll predict the cannon with my Dart Goblin. Okay, he placed the cannon low, but that's not gonna defend, right? Yeah, perfect. And the Dart Goblin also won't get pulled from that, and I could go Princess on the right at the bridge because the cannon is too far away of the tower, so my Princess will target the tower, and he's not back to log yet also, so wait, no way, I predicted the skeletons with the Princess, and look at that Goblin barrel damage, that's actually huge, and he can't really go for a Hawk because I'm just gonna counter push him after he does that, and let's see if I can force out the log right here. Okay, he actually decides to defend without a log, but he had to commit 5 elixir because of that, so yeah, he's kind of in trouble because he still has to defend the Spear Goblins, or not, I guess. Yeah, he takes 2 shots like that, so I'm up like, I don't know, 2000 damage, and half of his tower is already down, and that's a bad Hawk Rider. Hopefully that's not gonna be like a hit right here, so hopefully, yeah, that can defend, and he still has to defend this counter push, and he wasted his Evo Ice Spirit, so okay, that's perfect. He wasted his log on the right side, so now he doesn't have anything for the left. That's gonna be so much damage. He just goes Hawk Rider here. Okay, smart Hawk from him, honestly, because I'm probably not gonna be able to keep my tower here. Ice Spirit is not able to splash all of the evil skellies, so I'm just gonna make sure I don't get like 3 crown from the evil skellies here. Okay, they actually got on tower, but obviously the princess does quite a nice job, and I don't think he will expect the start goblin right here. Okay, perfect, he didn't, especially when I don't have the princess in cycle. He doesn't expect me to go in like in the pocket like that, because normally you would be doing that with the princess, so he doesn't expect me going for the dart goblin like that, which gets me like 2 hits, and I can just go for goblin barrel plus like I was gonna go Valkyrie in the pocket, but now it's not really worth it because I feel like it would just give him like a good counter push. So just going for the barrel without the Valkyrie is the play here. Just gonna go Dart Goblin, and hopefully he doesn't hit my Dart Goblin. Okay, perfect. He doesn't. That's gonna be like 2 shots. Okay, he gets like 2 or 3 shots. I didn't even count how much Hawk hits that was, but pretty good damage for him, honestly. And okay, yeah, perfect. He logs that. Also bad Ice Spirit from him, so that way the Wall Breakers and Valkyrie like just don't get frozen at all, and he wastes his Evo Skellies also, and I could go for my barrel right here because he's not back to log yet, right? So he probably has to fireball that, and I'm just gonna go for it onto King Tower and Goblin Gang on the right side. That's gonna be super good pressure, so let's see what he does. Okay, perfect. We forced out the fireball, but we still got the good damage onto the king, so let's see how he defends the wall breakers. Okay, Ice Spirit is gonna be enough because the cannon got that 1 hit off, and I'm gonna have to be very careful. Okay, good log predict from him, but that's only gonna be like 1 hit. Okay, not even perfect. Okay, very good defense still. Also, we predict his skeletons right here. That was super obvious. He would try to kill my princess with the skeletons. Good Ice Spirit. That's gonna kill my princess, I think. Yeah. Good Ice Spirit from him. But look at the Dark Goblin. No way. He's almost 3 crowned. I just have to make sure I defend the Hawk and get a little bit more damage onto his towers. So he doesn't predict the princess. He needs to defend both towers. His towers are both almost down. Good evil skellies from him. That's gonna defend. I have to be careful still because he can just flawlessly defend my barrels. And if he gets like 3 more Hawk hits, it's gonna be, yeah, quite close. So I have to definitely be careful. I'm just gonna snipe the cannon, and let's see if he predicts my princess at the bridge. So okay, looks like he doesn't, so that's gonna be tower down. Crazy game right here, and I'll see you guys in the next game. We in the next game right here against Tonton. If you guys didn't know, this is Alf QQ, the like drill rocket player, who has been kind of like retired the past seasons, but he's just like made a comeback this season, I think. Or maybe like 1 season before that, but yeah, before that I haven't really ever seen him, but he has been playing again recently, so let's see what we can do against him right here. It's definitely good that I have the Dagger Duchess tower against the drill, because yeah, Dagger Duchess tower is quite good against the drill, honestly, and he's just spamming drills. Very good goblins right here. That should be 2 princess shots because of that. Perfect. Okay, unfortunately I kind of messed up my Valkyrie, so he gets like 2 goblin shots right there. Just gonna block the bomber hit so it doesn't splash my tower while hitting the Valkyrie, and looks like he lets the wall breaker connect on the right, so that's actually very good chip damage for me with the wall breaker on the right, and he goes for skellies. I'm just gonna go Goblin Gang right here and see what he wants to do. He has to waste a log onto that, which is perfect for me, because I still get one Valkyrie shot, and now he doesn't have the log for the Goblin Barrel, so he already has his Evo Drill, which is kind of insane. I'm just gonna block the Bandit, and then I'll go Valkyrie for the Drill, and block the Fire Spirit so it doesn't take out my Goblins, so very good wall breakers right here also. Wow, I defended that Evo Drill quite nicely, honestly. He barely got any damage, and I'm still up in damage, and now he has to cycle 2 more drills to get to his Evo Drill again, so I'm definitely chilling right here, and to be honest, this should be a pretty good matchup for him, but the problem for him is that he has the Inferno Tower as this building, so I feel like if I support my wall breakers correctly, he's always gonna have to overspend on my wall breakers, and then I might be able to get a good situation going with my Princess or Goblin Barrel or something like that, and he's just spamming very aggressively, but if I defend well, that's just not gonna work, so looks like he's kind of not knowing what to do right now, because he's just kind of spamming, I feel like, so let's see. Okay, good log on the left, also the bomber splashes everything. Should have just played my barrel onto the tower normally. I kind of finger slipped it to the side, which wasn't intentional, to be honest, so okay, I'll just go Wall Breakers, and I'll go Ice Spirit in front of the Dart Goblin, so let's see. He goes Bandit, and that should almost take the Bandit out. I'm just gonna go, like, Goblin Gang to pressure also. Wait, he missed the rocket. What is he doing? I think he lost now. How is he gonna defend now after missing the rocket? Because he's just down 6 elixir now, right? And there's, like, no way he can come, like, this elixir advantage back without losing his whole tower, I feel like. That's so much damage on the left. He has to use his Evo Skeletons. It's good for him he has the Evo Skeletons to kind of bail him out, but yeah, that was so much damage, and I think I'm still up a little bit like elixir. He had to predict my Princess, which was just like super obvious, so I didn't play it at the bridge and just waited for him to predict it. So let's see what he does against my Evo Barrel right here. That's gonna be super hard for him to defend. He logs the left side, but he can't defend the right because of that, and I'm actually catching up in damage on the right side now, and he's not able to go for any drills. Okay, he goes for the drill anyways, which is interesting. He goes for the rocket also. What? That's so aggressive. I don't even know if that's like worth it for him, to be honest. Like, definitely not in my opinion, because he gets good damage, right? But like, he's just falling down in elixir, and now he doesn't have the Evo drill for a long time. It might have been worth it for him because he actually got good damage, but I don't actually think it was worth it for him. He should have tried to get a good situation going without the rocket. Obviously, to get damage, he has to play his Evo drill, but he didn't have to rocket like that in my opinion, so okay, he goes for another drill. I'm just gonna pressure while defending so he can't get like a really good rocket down. He gets good Evo Skeletons down, so this time it was a very good drill rocket because he knew he had his Evo Skeletons to bail him out on defense after going for the rocket drill like that. And I have my Evo Barrel now though, so I don't see how he's gonna be defending both lanes right here, to be honest. Okay, he goes for Fire Split on the right, but look at the Dart Goblin. That's gonna be tower down. GG's, have to hit him with the thanks because this guy is very toxic, and yeah, gotta be BMing very toxic players. So GG's right here, and I'll see you guys in the next game. We in the next game right here against Happy Ramba, and I've played this guy quite a lot the past days, and he's actually the player which copied like my deck and made like two changes to it to make it like better in his opinion. I still feel like my variation is better than his, but he's pretty high on ladder also, right? So I guess his variation works too, and the only two changes he made, besides like obviously using the Cannoneer, is that he has the log instead of the ice spirit, so he doesn't have any spirits, and the other change is he has the normal knight instead of the Evo Valk. And to use a second Evo, because he's not using the Evo Knight instead of the Evo Valk, right? He's just using the normal Knight, and that way he can put his Evo Wall Breakers as a second evolution. I don't like to use the Evo Wall Breakers in this deck, just the Evo Valk is so much better, but I feel like Evo Knight is not that strong, so it makes sense for him to use the Wall Breakers if he's not using the Valk and the Knight instead. So yeah, just a little explanation on his deck right here. Very fun deck from him, and just like super similar to my deck, but I feel like wait, what is he doing? What was that barrel? I feel like in this matchup, I definitely have the advantage. I mean, he has the log, which is good for him, but I just have the Dagger Duchess tower, which is broken against the Evo Barrel, and he has the Cannoneer, which is completely horrible against the like Evo Barrel, so I definitely have the advantage just because of the tower troops. because my tower just cleans up his whole deck basically, and his tower does almost nothing against my deck, besides like against the wall breaker split and all that. That's where like the Cannoneer is good too, but obviously my tower also defends Wallbreaker split, only Princess Tower doesn't, so I'll definitely take this, and I'm just gonna ignore the Dart Goblin right here, honestly, because I just wanna go for my Evo Barrel now, and that's gonna be super good pressure, so let's see what he does, and I could also go for my Wallbreakers, depending on what sides he defends, so I'm just gonna go for them on the left, because he locked on the right, but he played the goblins on the left also, so that was just wasted wall breakers for me right there. I was kind of hoping after logging the right side, he was gonna ignore the left, and that way I could pressure him with the wall breakers to force out another response, but he responded to the barrel anyway, so that was kind of bad wall breakers right there, and that's gonna be a good Ice Spirit. Yeah, that's freezing the goblin gang, so I actually get very good damage, and just gonna try to block the princess and predict the dart goblin. Perfect. I knew he would try to go for the dart goblin once I blocked his princess, because that way my princess would kill his princess, and obviously he doesn't want that, so he would go for the dart goblin obviously, so very good prediction for me right there. He's just stacking up princesses, which is definitely what he has to do, because I don't have a lock or any spell to take them out, right? So stacking up princesses is definitely a good play for him. His princess will splash mine, but that's not enough damage to take it out, and he gets good damage on the right side, but I'm like just up a lot of elixir now, so I can be going very aggressive, and I don't think he can really stop both lanes without going down even like a lot more elixir, so let's see how he defends this. Okay, that's a horrible goblin gang, very good Valkyrie from me, making sure he can't go for a goblin gang like that to take out my princess, so I grab like 2 more princess shots because of that. I don't want the spear goblins to get any chip onto my tower, so I'm just gonna go for my own goblin gang, and let's see how he defends the Evo barrel. He goes for a little bit of a late log, and wait, no way, that took the tower. GG's, and I'll see you guys for the next game. We in the next game right here against Friend, and I already know that Friend is kind of a little bit mad because, like, just a few days ago, we had a conversation on Twitter because this guy posted, like, a post where he had, like, I don't know, 50 draws in his battle log, drawing, like, top ladder players because he doesn't like to play specific matchups when he knows he has a bad matchup. And I was kind of, like, pointing out the fact that getting to, like, top 1 is less impressive if you don't play every single matchup, because you're kind of just cherry picking who you're playing against and you're avoiding bad matchups, right? And this guy didn't like that at all. And actually, while we were in that like argument, we both faced on ladder because we were like going back and forth on Twitter arguing, and then we actually faced on top ladder while we were having that argument, and I completely destroyed him, and he ended up blocking me on Twitter, even though we had like a somewhat normal argument without anyone being toxic. And like I literally, before we faced on ladder, I sent like a message on his Twitter account responding to his like post message, and then after that I checked like the Twitter to see if he responded, and his only response was like insulting me and blocking me completely. So yeah, definitely a clown behavior from him right here. Like, imagine you have a normal argument with someone and then you just start insulting them and being toxic against them only because you just lost against them on top ladder. Like, that's just child behavior from this guy right here. So yeah, I have just been yapping about this the whole game, so let's actually focus up and make sure we win. And yeah, it's just kind of impossible for me to defend Lava Hound balloon pushes, so he also kind of knows that, but both of his towers are already down, so I feel like he's kind of in trouble right here because he has to be careful with not getting 3-crowned and at the same time, he has to make sure to somehow like take my tower, right? So yeah, it looks like I defend for now, and his king tower is getting more low and low, so that was just a horrible offense from him right here with the Lava Hound, to be honest. Just gonna go for my Valkyrie in front of the Spear Goblins and start pressuring the king tower immediately. Okay, he has the Evo Valk. No! Man, I knew he had the Evo Valk, but I thought the Dart Goblin could outrange that without getting pulled, but unfortunately the Evo Valk pulls my Dart Goblin right there, which is super bad for me. I don't know if I can defend this, honestly. I'm not even gonna use my Evo Valk for defense, because he went for the balloon and I have my Evo Valk Evo Barrel, right? So I don't see how he's gonna be defending that. That was just a too aggressive balloon. I couldn't have defended anyway, so he's gonna get 3-crown right here. Wow. Okay, and he's laughing. That's gonna be GG's, and I'll see you guys for the next game. Alright guys, this was the last game for today's video. There's not gonna be any other games because the games I played after this are already in the video from yesterday. So yeah, very insane games right here. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss out on any future content. And yeah, I'll see you guys for my next video tomorrow. Bye!